Hi, I'm Jordan Bourke. Tesco have asked me to share with you one of my favourite midweek recipes, and I've chosen my Korean chicken and potato stew, perfect for a midweek meal. Get a pan over a nice high heat, add in a teaspoon of oil, add the chicken into the pan, and let that sizzle away for a couple of minutes until it's really golden. Flip them over and let them again get nice and crisp. So the chicken is looking perfect now. So just turn off the heat, leave them to one side, and then we'll make the savoury paste that's going to be adding in all that delicious flavour to the stew. Start off with some Japanese miso paste. This is just a fermented soybean paste. Adds lots of lovely savoury flavour. Add in 3 heaped teaspoons, 5 cloves of garlic. We're just going to crush them straight in. 2.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, some crushed chilies, then one of my favourite store-cupboard ingredients, smoked paprika. Honey next, just a tablespoon or so to add in a little bit of sweetness. Mix it all together until you have a smooth paste. Just turn the heat back on, and then we're going to add this straight into the pan. Then add about 400 millilitres of water directly into the pan. Mix that all together so it comes together nicely. Add the lid back on. Bring the heat right up until it comes to a nice boil. Then turn the heat down and let it simmer for about 5 minutes while we get on with preparing the vegetables. I'm going to start with the firmest first, the potatoes and the carrots, because they're going to take longer to cook. So I have some peeled carrots, slice them lengthways and then cut them up into rough chunks. You don't even need to peel the potatoes. Next up, the onions. I'm using red onions. They have lovely sweet flavour. Half them, and then cut them into kind of 2 centimetre wedges. Next up is the green pepper. A really easy way of preparing peppers is just to top and tail them, then slice it, and then just cut out all the seeds really easily. And then cut it just into rough chunks like you've done with the other vegetables. For the chilies, a really handy way of preparing these is to just cut the top off, slice them in half lengthways, and then using a teaspoon, you can just scoop out the seeds and the pith, because that's where all the heat is contained. Of course, if you absolutely love spice, feel free to leave it in. Then just slice those chilies up really finely. Add most of those chilies into the pan, and give it a bit of a stir just to kind of bring it all together. Then throw the lid on top, whack the heat back up to full, get it to the boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer gently for about 20 to 25 minutes until the potatoes and carrots are cooked through. So while that's simmering away, now's the time to get on with the rice. I'm cooking about 450 grams of basmati rice, but you can cook whatever you prefer. The other way you can do it is by using microwave rice and just fire that into the microwave a couple of minutes before you're ready to serve. So that's had about 20 to 25 minutes to stew down. It's looking really good. All those gorgeous flavours filling the room. To test the carrots and potato are cooked through, just use the tip of a sharp knife and it should glide in easily. Now we're just going to add in a tablespoon of toasted sesame seed oil. Let's stir that in until all those flavours come together for about 30 seconds or so. Now it's time to bring it all together. So I have the rice, which I cooked off a few minutes ago. Then ladle in some of the chicken and the vegetables. Garnish it with the last remaining red chilies, some sliced up green spring onion, and toasted sesame seeds. This is looking so delicious. My favourite midweek meal, Korean chicken and potato stew. For more great recipes and cooking inspiration, head to tesco.com/realfood or hit the subscribe button.